wife sends her husband down a well, but when she pulls him up, he turns out to be a huge basket of gold. Inside was a piece of animal skin with a note saying, "Please keep sending me this stuff. It's delicious." The wife then realized that her husband had obviously been eaten by the creature at the bottom of the well. The well was initially dug by the husband to fetch water when it suddenly collapsed. Luckily, the wife was quick enough to pull him up, but the husband was wondering how the well could have collapsed. So he used a paraffin lamp to see what was going on down there. The rope was suddenly pulled down by something and it took a lot of strength to stop the fall. He pulled it up and saw that the paraffin lamp had turned into an altar and that it was filled with gold. The husband was overjoyed and told his wife to keep an eye on the house and go and buy a paraffin lamp for himself. He was determined to replace all the gold at the bottom of the well. After the husband left, the wife opened the animal skin and wrote on it to send over something edible. The two sisters both looked at a chicken and sent the hen to the well. To their surprise, this time the jar was even bigger than before and full of gold. As the sisters searched for something else, their husband returned with an ox cart. He had spent all his savings on a large cart of paraffin lamps and was eager to put them down. When he pulled it up, there was nothing missing. The man yelled at me for spending all my savings on paraffin lamps. "If you say you don't want them, I'd like to see what you've got." The man yelled that he was going to bring up all the gold, but he was eaten by the thing. Even with all the gold, the sisters were still not satisfied. They looked at their drunken brother-in-law and smiled wickedly. That day Anna called the sheriff and handed him a bag of gold and asked him to help her get a corpse. The sheriff had never seen so much gold before and immediately agreed. The next day a corpse was brought to Anna's house, and before she left, Anna took out another bag of gold and asked him to get another corpse. The sheriff wondered what the hell you were doing with all these bodies. Anna said, "You don't have to ask. Just give me the gold." And that's what aroused the sheriff's suspicion. That night the sister woke up from her sleep and there was a